Aquinas explains consent in human action by explicitly and very helpfully summarizing the various steps he's already discussed. So he begins by saying human action begins with the apprehension, the recognition of an end, a good that we intend. And then he says, number two, we desire the end. That's an attraction of the will toward the good end. And three, counsel arrives. And what is counsel? We recall that is the intellectual analysis of possible means that are proportioned or not proportioned to the end that we desire. And then consent arrives. Because what consent does is it links up the analysis of counsel with the desired movement, tendency, and inclination, the intention of the end. So if we just stay on the level of counsel, where I think about all possible means to attain an end, I can do that in a purely speculative way. I can think about possibilities and never do something. But we don't just have counsel. The next step is also consent. And what that does is that applies in the particular, in the concrete, here and now, this chosen means to this intended end that counsel had identified through its analysis. Consent says, let us take the determination, the judgment of counsel, and throw behind it the movement and the desire of the intended end. So that now we don't just think about possible means, we choose in the concrete the best means as it seems, as it appears to us. Consent is whenever the judgment of counsel is united to the movement of the will in the motion of desire for the end. And so it's no longer an abstract consideration about possible means. Consent brings us to the brink of a real act where judgments and desire begin to intersect with regard to the actual attainment of an intended end.